Pabst beer claims it's being targeted, Amazon's first single malt whiskey, and Alfred Hitchcock makes a comment from beyond the grave on the U.S. drinks trade. I'm Russell Davis, and this is Industry Network News. Diageo announced Tuesday it will sell 19 brands to focus on its pricier global labels that are in higher demand. Diageo, the world's largest liquor maker, will unload many of its well-known brands, including Seagram's VO Whiskey and Cinnamon Schnapp's Goldschlager, to Sazerac Company for $550 million. Last year, Diageo bought Casamigos, an upscale tequila brand co-founded by actor George Clooney that proved to increase its exposure. Catherine Pickles, Diageo's finance chief, said, "People are not drinking more, they are drinking better." Diageo said it expects the deal to complete early next year. Brewers Pabst and Miller Coors find themselves in a dramatic lawsuit. After a 19-year contract agreement for Miller Coors to make Pabst beer, Miller Coors has stated they will not be renewing their agreement due to lack of capacity. Pabst beer, including Pabst Blue Ribbon, Old Milwaukee, Natty Boh, and Lone Star, has now turned to the courts. Monday morning, Pabst filed a lawsuit against Miller Coors, claiming the company is trying to force them out of business. According to the Washington Post, Pabst says Miller Coors wouldn't agree unless Pabst paid $45 per barrel, a commercially devastating near triple price increase from what it pays now. A spokesperson for Pabst said, "Even though Miller Coors' market power is much larger than Pabst's, we will not allow this industry bully to push us around." Pabst is seeking more than $400 million in damages and for Miller Coors to be ordered to honor its contract. A letter found last week revealed Alfred Hitchcock wasn't pleased with California's three-tier drinks trade system. The master of suspense wrote Avery's wine merchant complaining that the process to get wine from the English wine shop all the way to California was impossible. The letter dates back to 1962, and the Avery family said they will keep and frame the letter. The U.S. still uses the three-tier drink trade system, slightly modifying it to meet America's growing consumption. Blue Moon creator Keith Villa announced Tuesday that his new cannabis beer will launch next month. Called Grainwave, the beer is a Belgian-style white ale infused with 5 milligrams of THC. Villa announced his retirement from Molson Coors in January of 2018, going on to launch Seria in April, a company described as being dedicated to the creation of custom and cannabis-infused, non-alcoholic craft beer. 2 more beers are expected to be rolled out in 2019, offering different strengths and variety of sensations. Grainwave will be available at cannabis dispensaries in Colorado in December, with plans to roll out in California and Nevada next year. A Japanese co-pilot was arrested last week for being 10 times over the limit. He was set to operate a 235-passenger commercial plane from Tokyo to London when a bus driver noticed the smell of alcohol on his breath. According to Japan News, a statement from Japan Airlines said the pilot drank more than 2 bottles of wine, then a liter of beer by himself, 20 hours before the flight. The airline announced that it would start using a new detection device at all airports worldwide. The pilot has been suspended. The first resealable can has been created, and it's recyclable. Last week, the world received its first look at the design. The Sip and Shut is 100% aluminum and contains 0 plastic, designed by Bill Brandel of Austin-based S&S Tech. It was created to give consumers a more attractive, reclosable can option that can also be environmentally friendly. The unique design opens and closes with an easy sliding function installed on the top of the can. The Sip and Shut will be unveiled at the BevNet Winter Show in December and will hit shelves in the U.S. next autumn. Amazon generated a lot of excitement last week after announcing its team up with Bowmore to create a single malt whiskey. It's said to feature aromas of candied apple, honey, and light peat smoke with a palette of rich toffee, wild honey, and exotic spices. The bottle will be sold for $153. For now, it'll only be available across the UK, Germany, Spain, Italy, France, and Japan. The whiskey world has lost a legend. Last week on November 1st, Dave Pickerel, master of whiskey and rye, was pronounced dead. He was 62. His son confirmed the cause of death was hypertensive heart failure. A well-educated chemical engineer, Mr. Pickerel enforced high-quality standards in distilling whiskey. It was Mr. Pickerel's vision to bring back a founding father's whiskey recipe that made him become a leading champion of rye. The fact is, the first American cocktails had rye in them, he said in an interview with Garden & Gun magazine in 2014, adding, if you want to be authentic, you need rye on the bar. One of Mr. Pickerel's last major projects was creating Blackened, a brand of blended straight whiskey for the heavy metal band Metallica. To enhance the whiskey's flavor, Mr. Pickerel would jolt it with Metallica recordings that emitted low-frequency sound waves. The band Metallica made a statement that read, "The Metallica family is stunned at the loss of our friend and partner, Dave Pickerel. He was not only a mentor and friend, we considered him a member of Metallica. Dave, you will be missed." Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Bar Industry Net. My name is Russell Davis, and this has been Industry Network News.